Alright, so this is a cold one today, guys. 21 degrees outside, 9-degree wind chill. I'm lucky the water was only 40 degrees. But so today I'm just gonna talk a little bit. And I've had a few people DM me and thought I'd talk about a few things. But I'd like to start off by saying, today was the coldest I've ever been in this cold tub. My hands, fingers, toes, everything curled up. I could barely get my phone off the stand. It was cold today, but it felt good. But I've had a few people DM me last time on the last video about the sleep benefits. That seems to be what everybody wants to talk about, and it's a very hot topic. So I can just address a couple things just from my experience with this thing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert in cold plunging. All I can talk about is just my own personal experience. And I'd like to start off by saying anyone that wants to try this thing, just be healthy enough to withstand it. If you have circulatory issues or heart issues or even the propensity to slip and fall and hurt yourself, don't do this thing, or at least, get yourself checked out and be healthy enough to start doing this. But like I said in the earlier video, you want to start off light with this, 50, 55 degrees, 30 seconds at a time, and work your way up in time and in coldness. This is a DIY unit that I put together myself, and it's just a 150-gallon cattle trough that I have sitting outside my house, and it's the middle of winter right now, so the water stays freezing cold all the time. So it works out quite well for me. Probably cost me, $250 for the tank, another $30 for the cover. So for under $300 you can get started with this thing really easily. So addressing the what people were DMing me about last time with the sleep issues. And from my experience, I found that staying consistent every day with this, I seem to doze off at a decent time every night. And if I do skip a day here and there, I notice it on the day that I skip that I tend to stay up a little later. So I think for me, the sleep benefits are one of the best benefits I've noticed right off the bat. Another thing I've noticed is the energy boost that I get in the morning. You wake up at 5:30 each morning and dive right into freezing cold water. It just shocks you awake and gives you this energy boost like no cup of coffee can ever give you. I always tell people it's like sucking on a down power line. I can't explain the energy jolt that I get from this. And it lasts, 2 to 3 hours throughout the morning, and it just brightens you up, keeps you more focused, you're awake, your mood is just so elevated from this thing. And that's another thing that keeps me doing this. I guess as well, I want to get into one of the negative sides of this, the fact that this is not easy. And the first week that I started plunging, I was enjoying it so much, and then as the water got colder, I noticed it just takes the will to get into that tub every day, and that never really gets easier. I found that I've definitely built a tolerance to the cold water where I can stay in 30-degree water longer now, and that part has gotten easier. Once you can work your way through that stinging part of the cold, it gets easier. But the fact of waking up every day and willing yourself to get into the tub, that part is still going to be hard. And I don't think that part ever really goes away. So I would want to make anybody aware that gets into this thing that that's going to be something you'll have to deal with. It's kind of funny too, if you watch the video here, my laptop is blowing away. The wind really kicked up, and towards the end here I have to hold my laptop down to, you can see my tripod moving. It was so cold. My hands stuck to my light pole, and I had to like claw my hands together to pull the cords out and get all my equipment off the porch. Like, it was quite an epic morning. But I hope this answers some questions and shed a little light into cold plunging, and hit me up if you need to.